Welcome in, everybody, to Fantasy Pros. This is the trade stream with me, Joey P, Andrew Erickson, the Undertaker, and all of you hanging out with us here on the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Drop your comments below. We want you to hang out with us every single day and talk ball. That's what it's all about. Andrew, a lot of breaking news starting early this morning, a lot of moving pieces. I want to hit a couple of these things real quick as people are filing into the live stream. Again, ask your questions, drop them in there. Super chats, go to the very front as always. Jameis Winston is taking over at the QB position. Your thoughts and feelings about that, Andrew, right off the bat?
These weeks are precious that we get Jameis Winston to start an NFL game. This may only be a 1 week thing. We'll see what happens with Jackson Dart coming back from the concussion protocol, but take advantage of it because he incorporates and he creates a fantasy football environment that other quarterbacks just wish they could create. So I don't care that it's the Green Bay Packers. Don't care where the game is being played. This game has the potential to be really fun for fantasy. So start your Giants.
And on top of starting your Giants, you also can't start Marvin Harrison Jr. Appendicitis early on for him this week. That's not fun. Also, it doesn't look like we're going to get CJ Stroud or Jackson Dart. Obviously, we just talked about that. And Bucky Irving was walking through practice. So I think people are getting their hopes up already. I don't think that's a good idea, Andrew. Do you agree?
I mean, people have been sitting on Bucky Irving for the last 6 weeks, hoping that he would come back. And I mean, the fact that he's back at practice, I think is at least hopeful because it's much more hopeful than what we thought when Todd Bowles talked about earlier in the week. Yeah, I don't know. And this guy's coming back. So I think it is a glimmer of hope. Maybe it's not this week, maybe next week, but either way, Bucky Irving, it seems like the trajectory is pointing up.
Well, that's good. We want the trajectory going in the right direction. That's always where we want it. Again, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Drop your comments below because you could win the latest giveaway from TrophySmack, the #1 destination for epic fantasy football hardware. It's the belt. The Fantasy Champion belt is back. This thing is a monster. It's heavy. You could definitely knock out a family member around the holidays with this and steal their presents. I mean, that's what you could do, right? So again, how do you win this thing? You drop your comments below. You subscribe to the channel. You ring the bell till it goes ding. And like this video too. Can't hurt. Again, TrophySmack is one of our sponsors here on the show. We love TrophySmack stuff. They've got the rings. They've got the belts. They've got the loser awards, the toilet seat, everything. Only a TrophySmack. All right, let's get to the questions here. I see a lot of them piling up here. Let's go to Coke Butter Cheese, one of our favorites here. How do you feel about Rome Odunze and Jaylen Waddle for the rest of the season? And who are your biggest sell high and buy low targets right now? Andrew Erickson, you're fresh off the buy low, sell high trade pods. Not too many weeks of that left, too. We're only in about 2 weeks left. Typically, this is about that time where leagues shut down trades. So your thoughts on Rome, your thoughts on Jaylen Waddle, and any other targets you might be thinking about.
I like Jaylen Waddle. He's actually one of my favorite buy targets. Not necessarily a buy low, but someone that I don't think is top of mind for a lot of fantasy managers because he plays on the Dolphins. But he's been really consistent when Tyreek Hill has missed games this year. So basically, 5 of 6 games without Tyreek Hill, Jaylen Waddle has gone over 82 receiving yards. You look at the Dolphins' schedule. Who do they have this week? Washington Commanders can barely field a defense. They're playing in Spain, but I think that the Dolphins roll here. The Dolphins play 4 of their last 8 games at home. So you're playing under good weather conditions, and that's good for Jaylen Waddle, who's been really consistent. So I think that he is a good buy target. I feel Odunze kind of neutral on, not like a screaming buy. I think that he kind of is what he is. The Bears do have some tougher matchups rest of season. Again, it's been the Giants and Bengals the last 2 weeks, which is basically 2 of the easiest matchups. So I don't know if we'll get as many ceiling games from Odunze because they do play the Packers twice, which is a little bit tougher. But they do play the 49ers, I believe, in week 17. The 49ers have also been one of these defenses that's just been riddled with injuries, making them one to attack. So I think Odunze you're probably holding on to. In terms of selling high, maybe Nico Collins. For me, again, Stroud, we're still not sure if he's going to come back. Basically,
well, he ain't playing this week. I can tell you right now. He's already experiencing symptoms still.
Yeah.
And if it's Wednesday, that's not happening. Davis Mills preparing to be the starter. See, it's funny. I'm on the opposite. I actually think he's interesting by low because I do think Stroud comes back eventually. And I like the schedule potentially for him down the stretch. So it's interesting. We're on the opposite ends of that one. Why do you want to get rid of him? Just because of the uncertainty of Stroud?
Well, I guess we disagree on the schedule rest of season. I mean, he's facing, so the Colts is no longer a good match. I mean, Sauce Gardner, he's going to be there. He's going to be matched up one-on-one with Nico Collins. So I don't love that necessarily for Nico. And Nico's 2 best games this year have both been against the Jacksonville Jaguars. He doesn't play them again this season. He's only gone over 100 yards in 2 games. Both were against the Jaguars. And last week, I mean, he padded the stats. He caught a Hail Mary at the end of the first half that accounted for 54 of his total yards. So I have very much concerns about Nico Collins, whether it's Davis Mills, whether it's DJ Stroud. The offensive line is still a mess. So, yeah, he would be one I sell high.
Coke's other question too is, should I trade Judkins and Kyren Williams for Bijan Robinson? I say yes. I want Bijan still. How about you?
I would agree. Yes, I want Bijan.
Get that premium guy. That's what you want to get for this stretch run here. Let's go to Vinny's question. Aaron Jones for Wan'Dale Robinson. My RBs are Genty, Dowdle, Etienne, and Chuba Hubbard. Wide receivers, JSN, Moore, Franklin, Aiyuk, Godwin, and Judy. You need some help there, I think, at the wide receiver position. So I would say yes to this. What do you say?
Yeah, I would say yes to this too. I would say as well, maybe even shoot for a little bit higher with Aaron Jones. I mean, he's coming off a pretty strong game, strong snap share. He's facing the Bears this week. I would say if you could shoot for someone like Jameson Williams, go for that as well.
Speaking of Jameson Williams, here's a trade with him from Jack. Laporta and TreVeyon Henderson for, I assume, Derrick Henry, Kyle Pitts, and J-Mo. So what side of this trade do you want to be on?
Really don't want to trade away TreVeyon Henderson, to be totally honest.
I don't either. I mean, I love Derrick Henry and all, but I want the young legs of TreVeyon Henderson rest of season. And Laporta, I feel much better about than Pitts, too, rest of season as well. So, again, I get this trade. I don't think it's unfair. I think it's just a matter of preference. And Andrew and I are on the same page on this one. Let's go to Pierre's question. Superflex, RBs, CMC, JJ, TreVeyon, tier up to Gibbs, Bijan, and Devon Achane. I don't...
JJ McCarthy? Oh, these are all running backs. Who's Josh Jacobs? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So CMC, Bijan, okay, Wash, Jacobs, Gibbs, okay. Yeah, this is easy, right?
I mean, so what? You want the CMC side or you want the Gibbs side?
No, I want the Gibbs, Bijan, and Devon Achane side.
I would think so too.
Yeah,
I would think
right?
so too.
I feel like
takes
that's
out a little of the risk of CMC down the stretch too, which is a little concerning still to
you
me.
have CMC. Should you just trade him for Bijan Robinson this week? Is that the move? You just kind of you just try to cash out before we know the inevitable, or what do you think? Like I'm curious about.
I say no, but I feel like my answer is going to be wrong. I just don't think you can. I don't think now for Jonathan Taylor that's different. You give me Jonathan Taylor, I'll take that. I'll even take the L in the buy.
That's definitely not happening. I mean, no, because it's been 4 bad weeks for Bijan. I think people are willing to at least listen to offers now versus, JT. I don't even suggest him in trades because I just assume that no one. Why would you trade him away? Right?
I would not. I would not. Garrett Wilson, by the way, also out for this week. No shock there. He's going to be out for a couple weeks. We might not see him the rest of the season. Okay, I'm just keeping it real.
Again, he re-injured the same knee that he hurt. What's the point of him coming back? What's the point?
No, zero reason, zero. Which is why if you're watching Betting Pros on Monday, when Andrew and I were talking about the early line value, I said, let's jump on the Patriots when it's 11.5 right now, minus 11.5, because now it's 13.5, folks.
I'm all over Jets plus 13.5. Give it to me all day.
You know what I'm on? Jets minus 15.5 total points. That's what I'm on. So I already locked that bad boy in. And that has moved to 14.5 too, since I locked it in. All right, let's go to follow us on Betting Pros. Let's go to Matt's question here. Contending team, I have Mahomes and Stafford. Looking at each of the schedules, which one would you trade? I need an upgrade at RB2. I can get Warren. So who do you want to keep here rest of season, Mahomes or Stafford?
I would rather keep Mahomes. He offers a little bit more as a rusher. And, Stafford has obviously been fantastic, but he's not going to throw for 4 touchdowns and 0 picks every single week. As much as we all like to think that's going to happen, it's just not. Again, he's facing the Seahawks this week. Like, this is a tough matchup.
Defense.
So
very tough.
I would.
The Seahawks win total was way too low going into the year, too. That was something we talked about that I thought was way off. You know what else, too? I also think the age of Stafford versus the age of Mahomes and the age of Devontae Adams and the health of Puka Nacua, too. Like, those are just, like, I know Adams has been like an Iron Man, but you saw he came out with that rib cage injury last week. They said he could have gone back in the game. Okay, whatever. Those things are tricky. So, I think Mahomes is just the way I want to go on this one, too. So let's go to Dinesh's question. Again, drop your super chats. You go to the front of the queue. Dinesh wants to know Jones, Henderson, Genty, JSN, Nico, Marvin Harrison, Gadsden, Seattle defense, Tracy, Woody, Bill. This is the whole team here. What should I trade and get to win my league? Focus on getting wide receivers or RBs? Well, looking at the running back room here with Henderson and Aaron Jones, I don't love it. It's not very stable. Woody looks like he's on the way up. Bill, I think, is an enigma. I don't want him on my roster. So the tricky part here is this week especially, Marvin Harrison's out and Nico's playing with a backup quarterback. So what are your thoughts here in terms of what you can move and how can you improve this team? Because I don't know from what's left here if there's too much I can really make some moves with.
I would trade Nico Collins for Jaylen Waddle. That's what I would do.
Okay. That's fine. Straight up wide receiver trade. Look, I would play Genty and Henderson rest of season and trade Jones and Bill and see if I could go up a tier somewhere there too. Maybe somebody who needs a little depth. Is Jameis a start with Dart out in Superflex? What do you think?
I don't know if this is a Superflex question. I think he's a. I think he's a.
Oh, I think it's a Superflex question. Let's not get crazy.
What do you? Have you? Do we need to go? Do you see the Jameis?
You're telling me he's a top 12 quarterback this week? I don't know. You're playing him over Darnold this week? I'm not.
I think I am.
All right, I'm going to give you the QBs. I'm at FantasyPros.com.
No, but you don't. I'm just saying, like, he's a top 20 guy this week.
Okay. So you're not playing him over Baker Mayfield, right?
No.
You're not playing him over Flacco this week, correct?
No.
Caleb Williams, you're playing him over Caleb Williams?
I'm playing him over Jared Goff. I play him over Jared Goff. I'm playing over Jared Goff.
I'm not playing him over Jared Goff. Would you play him over Jordan Love?
No.
In that same game? I think the Giants can win this football game, by the way. I'm just putting that out there. Green Bay Packers offense is broken as far as I'm concerned. As a super flex, yeah, he's a start. As a single QB league, unless you were the person who had Daniel Jones, he's on a bye this week. I don't think so. P1.
I'd rather play him than Jared Goff. On the road on the road at Philly, who just completely shut down the Packers offense at night in the cold. You want to play Jared Goff, Joe. That's what you want. And not Jameis Winston, who's fun.
Here's my I just think that's gonna be a different story that game than what we saw in Green Bay. Here's my other question too. It's not like he's got all these weapons around to do a lot with. I mean, we love Jameis, but Jameis' heyday in Tampa was Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, and then even last year at times the Jerry Jeudy moments and things like that. Look, Wan'Dale Robinson is cute and all, but like, come on, bro. Like, this is not exactly Malik Neighbors.
We saw Jerry Jeudy go for like 1,300 yards last
year. He did. I don't think
Wan'Dale Robinson's
Jerry Jeudy.
I mean, is he better? He's been better this year. He's an upgrade.
Come on. All right, P1 Rodriguez. Hello, hola, pros from P1. How are your Duolingo Spanish lessons going? Well, I'm on a 161-day streak, P1, so I am working very hard.
You always saw Fiesta.
The show is muy divertido. Pick a flex: Hunt, Monty, Slayton, or Tyrone Tracy. Who do you want?
Take Kareem Hunt. He's going to score. He scores every week, so.
And tight end is Otten, Fannin, or Loveland?
Otten for me.
Okay. Let's go to the next one here. Jay Romo. I want to trade high on Nico, but Waddle and McConkey owners won't bite. Any other trade targets you consider have PPR? So you can't get your favorite things here, Andrew. So what's the pivot?
Man, what is the pivot here with Nico Collins? Man, those guys are just such perfect targets. That's the ones that me and Worm came up with. Man, I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this one.
Would you take Stefon Diggs rest of season? He does have 3 straight games with touchdowns, so not a high volume guy, but certainly
I feel like he should be getting more. I mean, you do want to sell high, right? You still want to get a strong return. I think you can probably maybe Diggs plus something a little bit more.
I think Diggs plus is interesting. What about Pickens?
Would you? That Pickens? Was another guy we talked about. I thought that was really close. I think Pickens is fair game. Okay.
I don't think you can get. Yeah, I'm looking around. I don't think you can get Adams for him, but Pickens, I think, is in that same tier. He's kind of interesting there. What about Cortland Sutton plus? Just throwing that out there. He's had some quiet days lately.
I think I'm good, with the Broncos. I don't like the schedule rest of the season for the Broncos, and Bo Nix is such a roller coaster where I feel like it's really hard to bank on his receivers sometimes.
He is a roller coaster, but where is he for the year right now in terms of he's QB what? Go ahead, say it.
He's behind Drake May. He's behind Drake May. That's all I know.
He's behind Drake May. Everybody's
That's all I care about.
He's QB 6 on the year. QB 6. Okay. Just saying, for all the crap that we give Bo Nix in fantasy, he's QB 6, and that all I care about is points. I don't care. That's all. It does not have to look pretty. That's all I need. All right, let's go here for King Andrew. 2 questions. Should I trade Gibbs and Tracy for Saquon and Kyren? I say no. I want Gibbs rest of season more than Saquon.
I don't want anything to do with Saquon.
I figured as much.
So, yeah.
No. And am I wrong to think that Otten has more upside than Pitts, even if he's graded lower in week 11?
No, King Andrew. The rankings are capturing upside. Pitts has more upside than Otten does, in my opinion.
I would agree. All right, fun facts here from Seth. In 2024, in games where Winston attempted at least 20 passes, he averaged 19.1 fantasy points per game.
Pretty good.
So why are you encouraging him Seth,
Because
what are you
he's
doing? Why?
he's fun. Because he knows fun, and that's Jameis Winston in fantasy football.
And that also included a game against the Chiefs where he scored 2.6 points in Week 15.
How many points did he score against the Broncos? This defense, this elite defense on the road with the Browns. And he also threw like 3 interceptions. I think maybe 4 interceptions in that game.
I just want it to snow. Is there snow in the forecast on Sunday? That's all I want. I just want the snow.
It's going to be raining touchdowns. That's what it's going to be.
36 points against the Broncos, by the way. Seth is on.
Pretty good.
Seth has brought the goods. He's got the receipts, baby. All right, Paul Plaza. Howdy, fellas. Which tight end should I stream this week? So we'll talk about streaming tight ends. Otten's certainly one of them. We can talk about him. Loveland certainly in there. Hunter Henry. Mark Andrews. I mean, he's good for a touchdown every week. What about Theo Johnson? I would stream him this week. He's a benefit, I think, or beneficiary, I should say, of the Jameis Winston start. Oh, let's go to Robbie here. Little misspelling, but it's a funny one. Can I say it the way he spelled it?
Yeah.
Javonte Williams. Love Javonte. It's okay, Robbie. We all have the sausage finger sometimes. Or Judkins in the flex. Who would you play? Javonte/Javonte? Okay.
I would do Javonte.
What about Javonte?
Javonte.
Okay. What about Flacco or Winston? How do you have ranked higher this week?
It's Flacco.
Check out Erickson's rankings or FantasyPros too if you want to see. All right, that guy, start Baker or bet on Stafford, have another good week in week 10, 10-team PPR.
I think it's Baker for me.
I agree. Baker's catching 6 against the Bills, everybody. I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of my best bets tomorrow.
Oh, dude, I'm already locking in because it's Baker Mayfield on the road as an underdog after a loss.
Like, it's just like
the trifecta.
Did you? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. But I'm curious if I want to see tomorrow if you go money line or just take the 6. That's what I want to see. So tune in tomorrow. Betting Pros, best bets. That's what we're looking at. All right, let's go to Jamin. Half PPR. I'm 4 and 6. Okay, so we're still in this thing. Gibbs, Henderson, Mason, Monangai, Pacheco, Tucker, Adams, Diggs, J-Mo are my wide receivers. Lost Daniels, okay, and picked up Burrow and Purdy. Okay, that's great. Hopefully Burrow in a couple weeks. You got to root for the Bengals to win these next few weeks for Joe Burrow to come back and play. Do I ride out with this team or dish Gibbs for Cook and Devonta Smith? I don't like dealing Gibbs. I think Mason's dead weight in this roster. Pacheco is dead weight on this roster. I assume we're talking Trey Tucker here too. You do need another wide receiver. That's my thing. So if you have these other, if Purdy comes back and plays this week, right? What do you think the chances of that are, first of all?
I think he's going to play.
I do too. High. I would be looking to move Jaden Daniels. I think there's somebody out there that goes, ooh, Jaden Daniels for the playoffs. And I don't know if you're going to get him back. I think he is your most, outside of Gibbs, your most desirable chip to move that I think can bring you back something. That's my thoughts. What's yours?
I don't know how much Daniels is going to bring you back. I mean, people have been cutting Daniels. So that's kind of why I don't know how much value he has, especially with the injury. So I don't actually hate this trade. To a team that's
like already like a top-notch like lock player. You don't want Daniels as like a flyer quarterback in the playoffs?
He hasn't been that good this year. Even when he's played, I don't think he's cracked the top 10 any single week he's played this year.
Well, I mean, the team around us fell apart. McLaurin's never played. Debo got hurt.
That's what I mean.
There's no run game.
I don't know if that's going to change when he comes back, if he comes back. So actually, I don't hate. I mean, you're getting James Cook, so you're still getting an elite running back, and then you're upgrading wide receiver with Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith is the wide receiver 1 for the Eagles. It's been like that all year long. So if you can start both Cook and Smith like every week from here on out, I think that does actually help you, especially with your sitting at 4 and 6. You get 2 startable pieces, so I don't hate that as a deal.
All right, trade Henderson for Nico Collins. Have to, right? Question mark.
No, I would keep Henderson.
I kind of agree. And then Jefferson.
You trade Collins for Henderson. I would do that.
Trade Henderson and Jefferson for Nico Collins and Kyren Williams. No, I don't like that either. Quinshon Judkins for Vidal this week. I'll play Vidal. Vidal's been solid.
Yes, I agree.
You can't sit him right now. All right, let's go to Hussein's question here. 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 1 flex. Rashee Rice in. Devonta Smith in. You want to play Collins at the flex or no?
Yeah, I think you're playing Collins in the flex.
All right, so we're playing Swift as RB.
And then Hunt.
One more running back between Hunt or White.
Hunt.
Okay, and then I have to pick up somebody. I have to drop to pick up for Gadsden, Otten, or Tyler Johnson. Who's the cut bait here? Is it Jennings or is it Rachaad White?
He's got to cut one of them. I guess you got to cut Rachaad White.
Which tight end do you want? Johnson? Otten, or Gadsden?
Gadsden.
Okay, there
Jags.
you go. I think Johnson will be the second choice if you don't get him. Love and Dobbs for Stafford.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Or Stafford and Shaheed. Who would you rather have? Stafford and Shaheed? Wait. Are you getting Stafford and Shaheed for Love and Dobbins? Yeah, sure. Do that.
If you can get Shaheed. Yeah, I like Shaheed.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Favorite streaming tight end if Gadsden out? We already kind of hit that a little bit. So we
Hunter
gave you some of those names. Hunter Henry, Erickson likes. I am more on the
he's gonna
Dalton
score.
Schultz.
He's scoring tomorrow.
Schultz, Andrews, Theo Johnson. That's where I'm living this week. If I have to, Colston Loveland. I think he's starting to emerge a little bit too, which is not surprising. They made a lot of draft capital in him. Mr. Marowitz is back. Start Tet, Sutton, Wandale, Woody, or Breece. Well, I can tell you this. I do not love the matchup for Breece Hall, and I do not love the matchup for Tetero McMillan. He's going against the Falcons defense. He's given up the fewest amount of receiving yards all season. He's got 2 touchdowns, and they came in 1 game against the Dallas Cowboys. That's it. That's all that Tetero McMillan has. So this is actually kind of tricky. So who do you want to start here between that group?
It's only one guy that I get to start.
I guess. Start Tet, Sutton, Wandale, Woody, or Breece.
I get the matchup for Breece is tough, but he's the entire offense for the Jets, man.
But isn't that the easiest thing to stop if he's the entire offense? A lot of 3 and outs. Unless they start throwing him the football, which would be...
Look, I mean, Breece showed up against the Browns last week. They have also equally as great run defense as the Patriots do. So
not statistically speaking, Patriots are number 1. 700.
Well, Patriots also gave up 50 rushing yards last week to Sean Tucker.
It's the first time they've given up 50 to anybody.
Is it a trend? Is it a trend?
All right.
I'm just going to play Breece.
Is probably the safest. I would agree.
He sees too many snaps. And too many
Wandale's the fun one. Woody is interesting too. I think Woody actually has more appeal than people realize this week. What do you say?
I agree. He's a good play this week.
I think I would play Woody, to be honest with you, Michael, the more I look at this. And then start Jameis, Mariota, or Tua this week.
Mariota
it is. All right, next up here, Voltic Swift. That's a fun one. I have A.J. Brown. Would you trade him straight up for Pickens? Yes, I would.
Yep.
He does not want to be in Philadelphia anymore.
Good trade.
A.J. Brown to the Patriots next year? What do you think?
Man, it's going to be so fun. Can't wait.
What do you think? All right, let's go to Dan's question here. 10-team, PPR, 5-5 record. Hurts, Bijan, Rico, Woody, Rice, Ekbuka, A.J. Brown. Okay, this is the roster. Make a move like Rico and Bowers for CMC. Would you do that? That would leave you Gadsden. I mean, you're not going to get CMC for Rico and Bowers. What do you... What? Dan, no.
I don't know if I would do any of these trades.
Rico and Gadsden for Chase Brown is too much, and Rico and Bowers is not enough. So you have to, is there an alternate? By the way,
stand pat.
Yeah, you stand pat there on that one. All right, let's get to some more questions too. I just want to remind everybody as well. We're gonna cut off the super chats right now because we got so many of them. So again, there you go. By the way, the AJ Brown. If you got me on fantasy, get rid of me. Did you see that on Twitch? By the way, we're on Twitch too, twitch.tv.
Wait, he literally said to get rid of him?
Oh, yeah. He was playing Madden on Twitch with somebody, and he said, if you got me on fantasy, get rid of me because they don't get me the ball, basically. It's true story. I saw it.
Wait, when did he have this tweet? This was recent?
Yeah, it was I don't know. It was last night, and then it came out today. I just saw it this afternoon. Right before the show, I saw it, actually. And then Seth just reminded me of it just now. So, because he's good like that. Let's go to Juan's question here. Hey, guys, 12-team, 2 flex. Love, Flowers, London, Egbuka, Franklin, Wandale, Cook, Brown, and Pollard. So what do I do to improve here to get KW or Tony Wandale? This is I'm kind of not understanding what's happening here in this question. Can you interpret this question for me? Because I'm a little lost, Andrew.
I'm trying to read the players here. So what do you want to get for Kenneth Walker, Tony Pollard, and Wandale Robinson?
You're not going to get anything for Tony Pollard. If you're wait this week for Wandale to play with Winston, and then that's the time to trade him. You can't do it now, I don't think.
I mean, I think Wandale's been pretty good, and I think that people can be excited about Winston. So I think you get decent value from him now than just even waiting.
Would you take Jaylen Warren for all that, or Javonte Williams?
Yes.
Okay, so there you go. That's kind of a target potentially. Also a target, our sponsor, Hard Rock Bet. Don't forget, everybody, bet $5, get 150 in bonus bets when you download the Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app. It is available in Florida, the only one that's available, by the way, there. It's also live in Arizona, Ohio, New Jersey, Indiana, Tennessee, Virginia, Illinois, and Colorado. More states coming online all the time. So again, they've got amazing rewards over there. They got boosts. They got everything. Thursday Night Football starts tomorrow with the Jets and the New England Patriots. So get on there. Go watch the Thursday Night Football show on Betting Pros. Boggs and I just laid out a ton of our favorite bets. I just talked about them too. And then go place your bets over at Hard Rock Bet. Again, $5. Get you 150 in bonus bets plus your winnings when you win over at Hard Rock Bet. Ollie's up next here with a question. Ollie, howdy boys. Start 3. AJ Brown, Igbuka, Devontae Adams, Pickens, Higgins, and then Love or Brissett. Let's take the last one first. Love or Brissett this week?
Love.
Okay, and then start 3. So AJ Igbuka is in, Adams is in, Pickens is in. Those are my 3.
Yeah, I agree.
Look at that. I love it when we're friends. All right, Zach is up next. Josh Allen, Chase Brown, Henderson, Marks, Monangai, Jamar. This is the roster here. Sell Josh Allen for who? Because I guess they've got Burrow and Rodgers, and they want to kind of go through it. I think
you want to do that? Roster, do you really? I mean, we don't still know if Burrow's actually going to come back.
Yeah, this is another one thing where I think theoretical value of an injured quarterback, Burrow or Daniels, is more appealing than the actual, I'm where Erickson is. I don't think you sell him. And if you do, you got to get a premium running back. And I don't know if that's possible for a QB.
Yeah, I think this is more about what you can get for, again, one quarterback leagues, and sometimes it's hard to gauge how much people are willing to pay for them. And I don't know if Josh Allen's stock is really high right now because the Bills have kind of been underwhelming. So I think I would probably.
Isn't he still 2 in fantasy points?
Yeah, though? I mean, yeah, but what I mean, is the vibes around the Bills are like, oh, this team sucks, even though Josh Allen is still a top fantasy quarterback.
Need RB2. I'm 13-7. Trade Jettas for Wandale and Monty. No, I don't want to do it. Everybody wants to trade Justin Jefferson, and I don't. So I don't know if you feel differently about this.
This isn't the return I want. I think to Waddle is kind of neutral, and I'm not a David Montgomery stan. So. And
then the other deal is Kittle and Jettas for Judkins, Waddle, and Theo Johnson. No. Absolutely not. That's a hard no for me.
Yeah.
Right? We're in agreement there? Okay. Let's go to Ty Miller's question here. 2 trade proposals to my leagues. Tucker Craft owner, JCM, Loveland for Warren or Charbonnet. If I'm getting Warren, I'm thrilled.
Yes.
Or Charbonnet, Loveland for anything you can do for get Warren, great. I have Ferguson, JT, and Swift as starters. So just get Warren if you can, Ty. That's what you want to do. Awesome Dev, is Rice plus Genty or Chase Brown fair for Bucky? What? No. What? For Bucky? Rice? I'd rather have Rice than Bucky on his own, let alone giving up another RB.
Yeah.
Am I in the Twilight Zone? What the hell's going on here today? Right?
People want Bucky. People are excited to get Bucky back.
But he's got to prove he's healthy first. And if so, he's still not Jonathan Taylor or CMC or any of those guys. Rashee Rice has been balling out this year since he's been back. No, hard now. Full PPR, Dowdle for London, have Javonte and Gibbs. I don't think he'll pull off Dowdle for London, but sure.
I mean, I would send it. If they need a running back, you usually have to pay a better wide receiver to get running back just because the position is more scarce.
Got to trade a wide receiver here, Lamar Jackson for Justin Jefferson. Got to trade, to receive Lamar Jackson for Justin Jefferson. I have Rice, Downs, Slayton. Nope, not enough.
We don't know who their quarterback is.
Doesn't matter. I can't make that trade. Just in principle. I love Lamar, but
who's going to score more 30-point games? Lamar, Jefferson?
You want to go the rest of the year with Slayton, Downs, and Rice?
Yeah, the receiver room
and Downs is on a bye this week. That's really weak.
We need more information with who is your current quarterback and what are your other wide receiver options?
Who is your daddy and what does he do? That was just on last weekend too. I was watching Kindergarten Cop a little bit. God, it's so good. Still good. Still solid. You've seen Kindergarten Cop? Yes, please. No. Ugh.
Kindergarten Cop. I'm not in kindergarten.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, classic.
I've seen Jingle All the Way.
It's 10 times better than Jingle on the Way. 10 times the movie Kindergarten. Kindergarten Cop is so much better. So much better. Elijah, should I trade Breece for Chase Brown?
Yeah. I would do that.
Okay. Other RBs are Barkley, Tug. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, let's go to Ryan up next here. Ryan wants to know, I have Jettas. Boy, everybody wants to trade Jettas here. All right, London, Rice, Dowdle, Chase Brown, KW3, Harvey. These are all the pieces. Should I try to trade Jettas? Here we go. KW3 and Kelsey for Amon-Ra, Jamar, or Bijan. Okay, so this is getting Jettas out to move up a tier. This I don't mind so much, especially since you have Bowers. You're never playing Kelsey over Bowers. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm okay with that. Who do you demand? I demand Jamar Chase. That's what I want.
That's fine with me.
Would you settle for Amon-Ra or Bijan?
I wouldn't say settling and Bijan in the same sentence. I don't think that you're really settling if you're getting Bijan Robinson in a trade, but that's the order I would probably put it in: Jamar, Bijan, and then Amon-Ra.
All right. Next, by the way, do Fantasy Pros short dropping pretty soon too, where I may or may not sing some emo songs. Just saying. You might want to make sure you subscribe to the channel. Some good stuff coming. Ken Pachi, 4 and 6, Superflex, trade Allen or no? Boy, everybody wants to trade Josh Allen too. In Superflex, you absolutely positively do not trade Josh Allen. Andrew, you're right. The vibes are killing Josh Allen, but the points are still there, guys.
Yeah, guys, I got him on a team, and he scores 30 points every week, basically, it seems like.
I mean, he's fantastic. I have 0 shares of Josh Allen. I wish I had Josh Allen. He is QB4 on the season, everybody. What are we doing? Nico and Monangai for Igbuka. If you could do it, sure. I'd love to have Igbuka rest of season.
Yeah, I guess Igbuka's another target. Maybe you could try to get with Nico
That'd be
Collins.
That'd be a great one. 10 teams start 9. Drop JCM or for Algier.
Yes.
Ooh, look at you. That was a quick one. Oh, that Bill love is disintegrating.
He didn't start. They started Chris Rodriguez. C-Rod's the guy.
Yeah, but he might not be healthy this week. I don't know.
No, Dan Quinn said he's playing. He's playing his
game. All right.
By
the way, Seth has never seen Kindergarten Cop either. Like, come on. Look, Seth, you have a small kid now, so at some point you could watch some of these classic 80s movies with them. Probably when they're like 8, 9 years old. Kindergarten Cop. Excellent. Hilarious.
I'll add it to my list. I'll watch it after I watch Face Off.
So. Face Off is just fun. Face Off is goofy. It's so cringy and goofy, but it's fun. It's good. You know, I finally just watched it. I'd never seen. On the plane ride back from Florida, I started watching Ted Lasso because I don't have Apple TV, so I'd never seen Ted Lasso. It was so good.
I'm in the same boat. I still need to watch it, and I don't have it because I haven't watched it because I don't have Apple TV.
Erickson, it was so good that I watched 5 episodes, and then I was like, I need closure, so I had to go buy like the DVD set to finish it. So it just came yesterday, and I finished like the first season.
Oh wow! So this like really hooked you that you went.
It really hooked me. It
purchased like DVD, like physical copies.
Look, I love the movie The Replacements. We had this conversation yesterday. We were talking about football movies.
Also great movie.
It feels like that. It feels like that, like positive, feel good. Like this is just nice. Like, can we just live in the nice where it's fun and the characters are very like just clear, and I don't care that it's predictable. It's charming and fun. And I know I'm like 5 years late to this party, but you know what? I don't have any Apple stuff, so what are you gonna do? All right, Jenny's up. Hey y'all, howdy. I need an upgrade for Jefferson or Pickens. I have Herbert, May, Tez. This is the roster we have. What do you think? Suggest for a trade? I suggest not trading Jefferson or Pickens. Jefferson had a terrible game.
They're trying to go to Jefferson or Pickens, I think.
Oh, trying to go to Jefferson or Pickens?
Yes.
Oh, then good. So then let's go
Sutton plus.
Sutton plus. Jefferson. What's the plus here?
Or maybe even you could probably do, let's see. So you have Irving, so he's probably going to be coming back at least soon. So maybe you move off of, I'm trying to see the running back.
Well, you got Warren and Kittle too. Put Kittle in that deal, right?
Warren, Kittle. Yeah, use the tight ends, I would say. Even one of those tight ends straight. I mean, apparently Jefferson, people want no business with Justin Jefferson.
I don't know, man. Well, I know he's going to be the most traded guy this week.
Warren. Well, it's interesting.
I'm going to go send out some Justin Jefferson trades after this show.
It's interesting, Joe, because think about it. We saw a Vikings wide receiver this past week finish as the wide receiver 2 on the week. It just wasn't Jefferson. It was Jaylen Naylor. if Jefferson had Naylor's game, people would be like, yes, Jefferson's back, baby. Let's go. So at least McCarthy showed he was capable of fueling a top 3 wide receiver week.
Seth is giving me the weak sauce too of how like it's the same thing you say, which is it came out before I was born. That's like saying I never saw a movie from the 70s. Like I never watched The Godfather, or I never like, so what? So what? Like there's great movies that were made in the 60s and 70s and even like the 30s that I've seen.
Yeah,
I've seen Casablanca. I mean, come on. What is the problem here? He also says Slow Horses is very good, which I've heard Slow Horses is very good on Apple TV. Gary Oldman. So you like a slow horse there?
Get off my lawn, Joe.
Get off the slow horse. Seriously, what a bunch of nonsense. He's bored. So what? So we should stop listening to Mozart now? Like, oh, that should go away. That's no good anymore. Let's just throw out everything. When was that painting made? Was that, what is that? Oh, it's the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? Bro, that's exactly my feeling here. Exactly my feeling. All right, let's get to Kucher's question here. Flacco and Darnold worth picking up Caleb or Love to stash?
No, you don't need more quarterbacks, and those guys are
Monangai
fine.
rest of season is an RB3.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think that's what he is, unfortunately. Not next year, though. I think next year could be different. Cranky Platypus. That's a fun one. Half PPR stream, tight end, or trade Henderson for Bowers. Nope, I'm not trading Henderson. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
I know
don't
Bowers
trade
plays the
Henderson.
Cowboys this week, but
Don't trade Henderson.
don't trade Henderson. I think that's bad. I think it's bad. Snooze is up now. Hey, fellas, what should I do to my last flex spot here? I've got more Judy, Hunt, or Monangai. Hunt probably has the most touchdown equity, but I think Judy's intriguing to me. After Taylor Gabriel realized, oh, if I just throw Jerry Judy the football, things might get better. Like just over and over again.
Yeah, I think Judy's fine in full PPR. We'll see what Pacheco does if he plays this week. Obviously, that hurts Hunt, but I think Judy's fine.
And then Hurts or Mahomes rest of season. Who would you rather have? I think it's Mahomes.
I think I'm taking Hurts still. It's
All
one
right.
bad game.
It's getting ugly in Eagle Land. Let me tell you.
And they won. They won.
They're
They're the only team that can win and be like, wow, the guy's falling.
How different is this than 2 years ago when we were talking, or actually last year, we were talking about the Chiefs last year, sneaking by, winning these close games, winning these like freakishly weird
things. They made it all the way to the Super Bowl.
And what happened in the Super Bowl? They got
lost,
obliterated in the Super Bowl.
They still got there.
Obliterated by who? The Eagles. The Eagles took that mojo with them. They stole it from the Chiefs. Should I trade Breece Hall?
Ashton Genty.
Yeah. At first I thought it said DoorDash. Ashton Genty.
See, this is like trading one bell cow running back on a bad offense to another running back.
I will take my chances with Ashton Genty, especially this week against the Cowboys. Win now. Make no apologies. Full PPR, Rico and Wandale or Diggs for Ibuka.
Yes.
Rico and Wandale if you could do it.
It doesn't matter.
Hold on to Diggs.
Either
I know it doesn't matter, but I want to
get the deal done.
I want to maximize the deal. Salim, 12-team standard, 8-2. Yes, Salim, let's go. Pushing for first round bye. Trade wide receiver for an RB. If so, for who? So the wide receivers they have here are Collins, Rice, Higgins, Franklin, Parker, Washington. Well, look, if you trade Collins, who's the guy that Andrew wants to get rid of, then you got to get a wide receiver plus, I think. Here's an interesting one. Because you have JT, Harvey's an interesting piece too. Would you trade Hampton and Collins and see if you can go up a tier at wide receiver?
But he wants to get a running back. So
no, a wide receiver. Well, okay, yeah, fair enough.
So what I don't
think he's got a wide receiver for running back trade in this room. I don't think it's there.
You could probably do is you would trade. You could put Collins with Harvey and just sell high on the hype of Harvey. Maybe he'll be a bell cow, which is probably not realistic because Sean Payton always uses committee guys. You sell high on that with Collins and get the best run. Go for like Bijan. Like go for the best running back that you can think of with that type of duo. That's how I would, or James Cook off a bad game, like something like that. Maybe that's the best approach. Because again, like Harvey's outlook is definitely better with Dobbins hurt, but
yeah, I think the wide receiver room is more problematic than the running back room on that team. Okay, so that's just my. I mean, you got Jonathan Taylor to start, so anybody's an RB2 just has to be alive, and RJ Harvey might look. You do like that's the thing. Like Nico is your one, or Rice is your one is good, but like just I don't think you have enough depth there to make that kind of deal. Dan, should I trade Breece Hall for Ashton Genty? We did another version of that. I say yes. Yes. You said yes too, right? Joey Navarro, trade away BTJ and trade Tucker for AJ Brown. I don't want AJ Brown, but I don't want BTJ, so this is a conundrum. Who do you want rest of season?
AJ Brown.
What about Ted McMillan? Would you want him over any of these guys?
Yeah, I want Ted over all these guys.
I would agree with that as well. All right, next up here. Hey, bros, trade deadline was today at noon. Oh my gosh, for the full 14. Why today? Why so early?
There's a couple ones out of this week.
RBs would you start? I have Saquon, Vidal, Marks, ATN, Brian Robinson, and Hampton. I think it's the first two still.
Yes, I would agree.
But I think Marks and ATN, especially Marks, has flex appeal.
You have good run back depth. It's a good team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good team. X is up next here. Half PPR wide receivers are Nico, Egbuka, Pickens, and J-Mo. Need some RB help with Bucky and Hampton. So, well, Bucky might be coming back soon. I don't think he comes back this week. Would you trade Pickens and Dalton Schultz to a wide receiver team for Javonte Williams and Jake Ferguson? I'm okay with this trade.
That's
a
good trade.
All right, Isaac is up next here. Half PPR, flex, and JSN for Nico plus Henderson and White.
No.
I don't want to trade JSN. He's been so good.
It's his special season, right?
It is.
Just embrace
it.
My
special boy. I quizzed Debro yesterday. You want the quiz on the
sure.
MVP quiz? What year did Lamar Jackson win his MVP? What season of his?
Second season.
What season did Patrick Mahomes win his
Second
MVP?
Season.
What year is Drake May going to win his
season.
MVP? Yeah, let's go. Look at that zero chill from Andrew Erickson. Full PPR, Pittman or Keenan Allen.
I'm a Patriot. You're not going to get this like me to batten down the flames of Drake May MVP.
I don't know. I'm more of a modest Pats fan, I guess. Because I lost Super Bowls before I won them, I think. So maybe that's why. Like
that's fair.
I remember Steve Grogan and I remember Tony Eason and those guys. And I remember Drew Bledsoe. Do you remember Drew Bledsoe or no?
Why do you think my name's Andrew?
You seriously? I guess they could have named you Bledsoe. It's a good thing they named you Grogan Erickson. That would have been full PPR. Is that really true?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Because
you never go by Drew. Drew Erickson sounds
that's
so
ironic.
cool.
That's ironic. Yeah. The irony.
You never go by Drew. I've never called you Drew in my whole life.
Well, because
I've known you a decade.
I'm just not a Drew. Like, just look at me. Not Drew.
All right. We could be. Pittman or Keenan Allen plus Henry for London. So one of those wide receivers for Drake London.
Yeah, I like that.
I want to do Keenan if I can. Jeff, sup bros, trade Aaron Jones for Tet McMillan. I don't love Tet, but I hate Aaron Jones, so I'll say yes.
Why do you hate Aaron Jones?
I just don't love it.
He's been a top 20 running back in all three of his healthy starts.
Yeah, I don't know. Why you want to keep him over Tet?
Look, the Tet is doing the Drake London rookie year where he just puts up bonkers like target share numbers, but then when you look at the box score, it's just because they're not throwing enough. So I think if you need a running back, Aaron Jones, he's got a good matchup this week. He's got good playoff matchups. The Vikings have again, you're talking about Jefferson. The Vikings offense has really good matchups in the fantasy postseason. If Aaron Jones is healthy, he's got fresh legs because he already missed like half the season. I think that he could be a factor.
Look, I just think you got to give McCarthy time with Jefferson to get on the same page too. He's got to stop throwing these like punts too. JJ McCarthy threw like two or three punts in that game too.
He in every game he made a couple throws to Naylor where it just like drops in the bucket, looks like a dime, and then he makes another throw where it's like, you're like, what are you doing?
It comes with reps. I just don't think he's got enough reps. Pierre Coffey. My earlier question was, do I pick up do I package two of Jacobs, CMC, and TreVeyon to get HN, Gibbs, or Bijan? Okay. So Jacobs and TreVeyon for Gibbs or Bijan I would do. Because there is still uncertainty with TreVeyon. There's no uncertainty for me with Gibbs at all.
That's fair. Yeah.
That's the only way I would do that, personally. All right, next up here, 12 PPR. Trade away Breece for Egbuka. If you can, great, but I doubt you can do that. I would laugh you out of the room. But have May and Mahomes with Burrow in the IR. Who do you keep rest of season?
I don't.
I trade whoever gives you back more.
I think I'd probably trade Mahomes then. I don't want to trade Drake. Well, you have to so I guess so. And there were some comments about this.
Schedule.
So maybe we were probably being too pessimistic about the Joe Burrow thing. Like he is going to come back. Like
the 21-day practice window is going to take him right up to Thanksgiving game.
Yeah. So he will come back, assuming that the Bengals don't change plan or course of plan if they lose a bunch of games. But that's not here or there. We don't know whether they're win or not. But that being said, like Drake May has a week 14 bye week, so you could technically have. So I guess May might have to be the sell because you can have Burrow or Mahomes.
You're so smart.
So I just wanted to add that because I saw some comments about Joe Burrow coming back, and I think that I just wanted to shed light on it. That I think he probably will come back.
Jordan's up next. I have Daniels, Love, Cook, Bucky. This is the team here. A 9-1. How can I improve for the playoffs? Man, you're 9-1. You're happy you're getting Bucky back.
Flex Lewis here.
You know what though? But sometimes there's like hidden. Look, JSN, Tyler Warren have been terrific.
I mean, his quarterback's not great.
Quarterback situation isn't great. Yeah, I agree. I'd like to improve quarterback, but I don't want to touch Cook or Bucky to do it. So I don't know how that happens, but that's. I think you're 9-1. You just keep rolling with it.
This must be a deep league. No, but I think that he's like maybe onto something where like this doesn't scream like a 9-1 team to me. Like this is I feel like, hey, I've been getting a lot of lucky matchups, and I'm not.
This is one where I want to see the points for and the points against.
So I think this is a good idea of trying to make a trade here. Do you Cook?
I would say if you can move Devonta Smith and Love and move up at quarterback, that would be interesting.
How does this team not have John? Is he like missing Jonathan Taylor? Like this team like needs to have Jonathan Taylor somewhere.
I don't know.
Oh, that's tough.
I don't know what else to say about that. Like you're 9-1. Like if you think you don't need Bucky, which again I'm looking at Tracy and Monangai, like I feel like you do. So like I don't.
I mean, he hasn't needed Bucky. Bucky's been out the last 6 weeks.
It does reek of a little bit of luck. That seems like a 9-1 team that gets bounced in the playoffs.
So that's why he needs our help. But
I know, but I think the only thing to do is I think you improve, get a bigger floor at quarterback every week. I mean, or just keep streaming at QB too.
Do you trade Bucky for like because clearly you haven't needed Bucky, right? Like you've been winning games without him. So
that's fair. That's a good point.
Do you trade Bucky for Lamar Jackson? Just get the best quarterback you can get. Okay, that's the trade to make. He's got a good schedule too.
And if they want Love, you just give him Love because it doesn't matter.
Love,
yeah. That's throwing Dan to give them all.
Figured it out. Let's go.
There you go. Mendez. I have Amon-Ra, Waddle, Rice. That's pretty good. All right, here. So should I trade Genty, Charbonnet, and Waddle for Lamb?
So he's already got St. Brown. He already has Rice. So he has a lot of good receivers. So he doesn't really need depth, it feels like.
Yeah, but
Genty
getting Rice, Lamb, and Amon-Ra, that sounds like a championship to me. I say yes.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Awesome. Dev's back with a question. Breece or Henry for Nico?
I don't want to trade for Nico. So I don't know. You like Nico more than I do. So do you want to trade?
I'll trade Breece. I want to get out of the Jets offense right now.
That's fair.
Okay. Which would you start Loveland this week? If I had to, yeah.
I think he's startable. Just check the rankings.
Yeah.
He's in the conversation.
He's like at 15 tight end. He's like around there. Am I weird for wanting to start Lockett versus the Cowboys? Nope, because I am in a league. I am. I do not care. I give zero you-know-whats because that's the Cowboys, and I'm going to go play him this week. Would you start him over Parker Washington, Myers, or Monangai? I start him over Monangai.
Well, apparently Swift is on the injury report again, so got to keep an eye on that.
Let's wait and see that. But I would start him over Monangai. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, if Monangai's the backup again, then yeah.
Is Sean Tucker with streaming of dropping Jordan Mason? It's such a short-term fix, but I don't know. Probably if you're desperate, but I don't love it either. Because I think Tucker just dissolves in a week or two.
Yeah, it depends on this Bucky thing, because now then he goes back to RB3, which you can't play him. So he does have a better matchup against the Bills.
Mm-hmm. I think he plays this week and Bucky doesn't. But you have to understand that it's a 1 week fix.
Yeah.
Superflex, should I drop Penix for Winston?
See, do you think the Winston thing is long-term in any capacity?
I think the Giants should be very careful with Jackson Dart.
That's what I mean.
Which means I'm thinking it's at least 2 weeks.
Okay, but
I do think Jackson Dart comes back.
Okay, so that's the thing where it's like, I don't know if I can give up a starter rest of season just for like 2 weeks. And I mean, Penix is playing the Panthers this week, so I think it's no.
Right, so theoretically. And they've got something to prove after Carolina beat the crap out of them earlier.
Oh, yeah.
10, that's one of those weird bounce back games. 10-team full PPR got this offer. JSN and Cook for Bijan, Adams and JMO.
You get JSN and Cook, give away Bijan.
That's pretty good.
Adams.
I think I take it.
Take JSN Cook side.
I think it's just a little bit more consistent. Look, I love Bijan, but you have to admit it has been frustrating.
10-team. Trying to look at the rest of his roster. So he's getting Cook. Then he'll have Cook and Henry.
And then you have Adam. Well, you won't have Adams anymore. You'd have.
See, now you're like hurting a receiver though, because then you have. Well, I guess you get JSN, but then you're swapping. You're losing Adams and AJ Brown, or that means AJ Brown's.
No, you're losing. No, you're just losing Adams and JMO.
True.
You still have Waddle, Odunze. You have to rely on AJ Brown a little bit. You know what? Here's my counter. Take out Adams and put AJ Brown in that deal. That's your counter. Keep Adams, move AJ Brown. Then I like it more innocent. That's what you do. Okay, all right, let's go ahead.
It's a good trade though. No, it's a good trade.
Wallaby, 10-team PPR. Here we go. Can I sell high and get 2-for-1 with JJ? There's getting a lot of JJ questions here today. I don't know about sell high on him, but what is your ideal value for Justin Jefferson? Since that seems to be the hot topic today.
I want to hold him. I don't want to trade him. I think that we've kind of talked about this. I think that you were selling low when we saw Jalen Naylor have this month. No one is coming to the table today trying to sell Jefferson if he has the Jalen Naylor game last week. No one's trying to trade him. So I think you got to hold. He's facing the Bears this week. It's a good matchup. So
but if you want to buy JJ, would you
Nico
AJ
Collins?
Brown and a running back get it done?
Nico Collins might get it done at this point.
Nico Collins, straight up. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Vinny's question here: drop Aiyuk or Godwin?
Dude,
I feel doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I think I'd rather drop Godwin. Again, if you've held Aiyuk this long, you might as well see it through. Whereas Godwin already came back and got hurt. So
Flacco, Knicks, or Brissett this week?
Flacco, not playing Bo Nix.
All right, and this guy has Wandale, which is done or shoulder. Should I ask for JMO? I don't know what's going on here. Vinny, I don't know what that last thing means. Henderson, Judkins, Vidal, or Pickens? Bench 2. Who's out? Man, I mean, Judkins is the first one that pops to me. I don't know who the second guy is.
I think
if Ramondre's playing, maybe Henderson becomes the second guy to sit. It's either Henderson or Vidal. I'm not sitting Pickens this week. I'm not sitting Pickens.
Yeah, I guess it would be Henderson.
Ugh. Don't want to do that, but it's a good problem to have.
I mean, if Ramondre comes back, then it's an easier sell
That's what I mean. You have to kind of wait on that one. And even if he comes back, it doesn't mean he's going to play as much now too, but it gets muddy. What wide receiver can I get for BTJ and Gadsden? BTJ Gadsden. Can you get Waddle?
Yeah, if it's a tight end needy team,
Pickens?
I think that Gadsden is a good way to push BTJ off of your roster. Pickens.
I think you're in that Pickens, T. Higgins, Devontae Adams world, that 1A group. I think that's what you are. Tate's question here, 10-team PPR. Let's see. Trying to find the question here.
Dak, Ceedee, Marks for Jamar Chase.
Oh, I'm sorry. There it is.
Jacobs.
I didn't see the 4 there. So Dak, Ceedee, and Marks for Chase, Jacobs, straight up there.
So the receivers kind of
and they have Flacco and Burrow rest of season. So they're basically Cincinnati QB and rest of year. So
yeah, I like this deal. You upgrade at running back, receivers kind of wash. You get Lamb, and then you're moving off of Dak, and you already have other quarterbacks. So
I agree. All right, CMC and Ted McMillan and Gadsden for Bijan and Diggs. What side do you want to be on?
I like this trade. If you feel, I'm assuming that because you picked up Gadsden off waivers, so Bijan and Diggs.
Okay. Next up here, trade Jaylen Warren for JCM and McMillan or Jameson.
No to all.
I don't want to trade Jaylen Warren. I think he's the only piece of that offense that I like. Woody Marks or TreVeyon Henderson? I guess to start this week.
I would start Henderson right now, but check out the rankings.
Mike Bostwick, looking to get better at RB, and I have lots of pieces here. 5 and 5, looking to solidify my backs. Quality over quantity. So here you go. Consolidation time here. You got Dowdle, KW3, Benson, Tracy, and Harvey. Okay, well, Harvey and Dowdle have value now. Benson is the one that's still theoretical for me. So Benson and KW3, that's the chips that I want to put in there and move up to something that's a little bit better. That's my take.
Benson and Harvey for me would be the guys I would, because again, going off of hype, that's where you can sell those guys on for a actual asset, like a James Cook or something like that. That's
all right. Fun fact here, Seth just threw me a stat. TreVeyon Henderson had 93 rushing yards over expected in week 10. Ramondre Stevenson has 20 rush yards over expected on the season. Yeah. Not very exciting. Not very exciting at all. Let's go to Professor's question here. Full PPR. Do I start Woody Marks or TreVeyon Henderson this week at RB2? Look, man, after I saw what I saw out of TreVeyon, it's really hard to sit him. Even if Ramondre comes back, I just don't know if Ramondre's full back either. He takes away some touchdown equity, which is annoying, and he shouldn't. But I don't know. What do you think?
Henderson's appeal is that he can score from outside the red zone. That's the point.
Yes.
Right? You look last week, he didn't score red zone touchdowns.
No,
he was scoring them
but
50,
if you're Mike Vrabel,
yards.
do you reward him and say, yeah, kid, you made I think you do. I think that's Mike Vrabel's kind of style.
It was no coincidence that Matt Collins had a monster game last week after he had a monster game blocking the week before, right?
Yeah.
Vrabel rewards his guy. He's a player's coach. He knows what they're going through. So
what side do you want to be? You want to have Derrick Henry or Nico Collins rest of the year?
Derrick Henry.
Last one here, too. We got PPR trade target with trade target a wide receiver with Judkins, Rice, Sutton, Bucky to trade. I don't want to trade Rice. I don't want to trade Bucky. So Judkins and Sutton, what does that get you?
I think you could probably do Judkins for Jefferson if you want a wide receiver. Jefferson seems like the wide receiver du jour to buy low on of the top guys.
What? I would definitely take that. And what you can do is you can use the tools too and plug things in there because the trade analyzer is there to help you. So use the trade analyzer, plug these guys in, see what the grade is for that trade. And if you're winning or losing it, sync your leagues for free, download the FantasyPros app, sign up for free. Again, there's plenty of time to use the tools. There's so many free tools, trade analyzers out there for you. Of course, when you go premium, there's plenty of other tools there that will help you. Look, this is it, right? You are in the crunch time to get into the playoffs or to win a championship. Don't cheap out now. This is not the time. So use the trade analyzer, use all the tools there. Okay, so let's go a couple more we can squeeze in here. Zach, start Woody, Tet, or Sutton in PPR.
Woody.
I would agree with that one. Here's one. Trade Odunze and Breece to get Saquon and Diggs. I say yes. I know you don't love Saquon, but absolutely. This is just on principle here.
I'm going to say no.
I'm sorry. There's no way. I mean, I'll take Saquon and Diggs all day over the other two. So, trade Nico for McBride. Sure.
Yes. Wow. That's an amazing trade. You can do that.
Is Kyler Murray the quarterback of the Cardinals next year?
No.
Do we see Kyler Murray play again for the Cardinals this year?
He's done.
You think he's done?
I think he's done.
You don't think he comes back and plays again for Arizona this year? Oh, I hope.
Because they don't want him to get hurt, right?
So
they got to trade him. They can't risk him getting injured, so he's not going to play.
Okay. I'm going to fill in this blank, and then you're going to fill in this blank, okay? Next year, Kyler Murray is quarterback for the blank. I said Carolina Panthers. What say you? I think they've got cap room to do it. I don't think they're in love with Bryce Young.
Do they want another short quarterback?
Short Kings? But look, he's way better than Bryce Young. I think we can agree.
Oh, no, I think that he can definitely rebound, depending on where he ends up going.
What do you think? Go ahead, fill in the blank.
He's going to be on the Jets.
No, that I don't think. I don't think he's an Aaron Glenn guy. If Aaron Glenn's there, no. I don't know if Aaron Glenn's going to be there, but we'll see. Here's another one here. Trade T-Mac and Dalton Schultz for Rashee Rice. Yeah.
Guitar Maniac. Make it happen.
Make it happen, everybody. Also, make sure you make it happen. Subscribe to the channel. Drop your comments below, and you could win the latest giveaway. It is our championship belt from TrophySmack, the #1 destination for epic fantasy football hardware. Subscribe to the channel. Drop your comments. Ring the bell till it goes ding. And, of course, like this video right here in the stream when you're watching it back. Even if you're watching back, those comments matter. So go ahead and drop them there. And, of course, don't forget Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app. Download it right now. Place your first bet. Get 150 in bonus bets when you place that first $5 bet, and it wins only at Hard Rock Bet. That'll do it for us. But the story of the game goes on. For Andrew Erickson, I'm Joey P. We'll see you next time, kids.
What if the Dolphins and Cardinals just trade their quarterbacks? Tua for Kyler?
I don't know. Mac Jones is. People are going to be knocking down the Mac Jones wagon this year too in the offseason. They're going.
What about the Jaguar? Is Trevor Lawrence going to be the Jaguars quarterback next year?
I don't think so.